Of course, we got Sarah Palin. Then what else do we have? We have Ice Road Truckers, and everything in that show is real. So one of the biggest differences, like the absolute biggest differences, probably like why I came down here, was I was able to get unlimited data. And in Alaska, the data is actually capped. No, that is a true story. So when I came down here, as you might know, it's kind of difficult meeting people. But life got really better when I met my friend Allison, or she would like to say, I'm just your coworker. So I've been texting Allison a lot. When I got her phone number, my boss sent out an emergency group text about a possible kidnapping. So I got all this data, so I've been saving all these memes and photos, and I've been texting Allison a lot. Then I realized some people aren't blessed with unlimited data. And it's true. Some people don't have data. So I go, hey Allison, sorry I've been texting you so much. I just got unlimited data. Then Allison said, Andy, sorry I haven't been texting you back. I got unlimited data. So I knew Allison was funny. She tried to tell a joke. But a month in, I felt like we were really getting to know each other. Like, since we're coworkers, and she was always asking questions like, hey, are you gonna work today? Where were you? I knew it was really big when she started asking like personal questions, like, Andy, do you have any hobbies besides like trying to be funny? But I was like, Allison, yeah, I love geography. Then Allison said, oh, like traveling to Europe, have you been there? And I was like, no, I just like taking photos of maps. So this was before I had unlimited data, so I'd go to the truck stops, or as they say, turnpikes over here, then just take photos of the maps. So when I had enough data, I could think about where all the Pokemon are and take pictures so I could finally play Pokemon Go. And for those of you who don't know what Pokemon Go is, it's a lot like geocaching. And for those who don't know what geocaching is, it's a lot like trying to find your dad at places your mom said he wouldn't be. And for those of you who have a dad, it's actually a game that you could download on your phone where you catch virtual Pokemon in IRL, in real life. So I finally worked up the nerve to ask Allison to go play Pokemon Go, because I knew she had unlimited data, right? She already said it, so. And I'm like, Allison, you want to play this game? And of course she said no. But then I told her it was my birthday, so we're out on the boardwalk catching Zubats left and right. And yeah, Allison and I have a good time, but let's see. But fast forward, last Friday was a really good Friday for me. I mean, I'm still recovering for it. It was like such an exciting Friday. Yeah, I would imagine this what prom would be like last Friday. Yeah. So it was really big when we went to go see the Avengers, and turned out like Monday, like it's the highest grossing movie ever. Now it beat Star Wars Episode 8. But yeah, it's pretty big. But I went to go watch it with Allison, and I was like, Allison, aren't you stoked for this movie? Then she was like, yeah, I really can't name anyone in Marvel or like the Avengers. And I told her, Allison, it's 2018. You don't even need to say you don't have cable to at least know one Avenger. Like, we got Robert Downey Jr. Avenger, we got Scarlett Johansson Avenger, we got Chris Pratt Avenger, then we got Spider-Man Avenger. We have all these Avengers. I told Allison, I think there's a lot of Avenger in all of us. And this is what I thought prom night would be like. Allison she didn't even say anything, so I went home. No, this is where it got really juicy, where it's like, this is where I thought this would be prom night. So I booted up my computer. And for those of you know, some people that don't have social media, they'll be the first ones to tell you, I don't have social media. So I don't have social media, but I do love going on Kanye West's Twitter page. And this was before all the crazy stuff in the news. I honestly checked his page. And for those of you who don't know, it had been inactive for the last like 3 months. And he just activated it, then everyone had been like checking on like who he's following. He follows 3 people. One of them is Kim Kardashian. There's other 2 that I won't mention, but so Yeah, and he's not following Donald Trump. He's not that well. But I was really disappointed, like, when I was looking at his Twitter feed. I mean, I was just excited that night after the Avengers incident. So I look at it, and I'm like, oh my god, his Twitter feed's back up. But then I read it, like, he had an encouraging post about Donald Trump, some political issues. But I was trying to think of a moment where I was so disappointed and excited. Like, I was like, oh my god, Kanye West is back. And he was back, but I was trying to think of this moment. And I tried to think about it, then the last moment I felt so excited and betrayed, and all these emotion was when I came down here from Alaska, and I found out Walgreens has took over Rite Aid. That is a true story, yeah. Yeah, Rite Aid is great. If you want the buy one, get one free off the fish oils, you got the $1 box of Raisinets, you get Christmas lights all year. Yeah. So I was just disappointed. And so, like, every Adele song, I feel like there's an Adele song for every one of us. Like, when Allison left me that time, it was like Someone Like You. But I genuinely believe there's a Kanye West song for all of us. Believe it or not, he has a big discography, but one song that I thought about that really matched my emotion was this song called I Love Kanye, off The Life of Pablo, his last multi-platinum selling album. Don't judge me. But, so this is how I feel when Rite Aid became Walgreens, and they didn't even let me know. Like, they got my rewards number, and this is not a joke. But I Love Kanye is actually an a cappella third-person song where he talks about he not being able to be his old self, which is really, like, introspective if you, like, follow him, because he wrote this song, like, 4 years ago. But I felt the only way to express my emotion about how I felt with Walgreens was me replacing every time he mentions Kanye West with Rite Aid in this song.
Yes.
Sing it.
So it's actually called I Love Kanye. So it says, one second, let's see. I miss the old Rite Aid, but always the straight from the go Rite Aid, chop up the soul Rite Aid, set all your goals Rite Aid. I hate the new Rite Aid, the always rude Rite Aid, the bad mood Rite Aid, spaz in the news Rite Aid. I miss the sweet Rite Aid, the chop up the beats Rite Aid. At that time, I would like to say I would like to be Rite Aid. You see, I invented Rite Aid, and then before there were any Rite Aids. Now I look around and see so many Rite Aids. I used to love Rite Aid. I even had the pink polo. I thought it was Rite Aid. So what if Rite Aid made a song called I Love Rite Aid? I mean, that would be so Rite Aid. And I love you like Rite Aid loves Rite Aid. Okay. And